What's going on, guys? Good morning. I'm going to episode number 26 of Tales of Arise. This is Zach Dawson, your awesome commentator. Today's date is March 24th, 2022. You guys are here to catch more of Tales of Arise every Thursday and Fridays. You guys remember what happened the last time? Coming out of pretty much this past Thursday and Friday of last week, we were going to take on a boss, but apparently the attack stopped. Pretty much the reception stopped after an hour and 12 minutes, but hopefully we can get an hour and 25 to an hour and a half. So hopefully an hour and 25 to an hour and a half, hopefully. But make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. And as always, guys, love, support, and respect is always the key. Let's stay positive and loyal, where we meet new friends, new family members, one by one, and checking out our channel descriptions, if you will. What we'll find is a new group of new people. If they have the following accounts, or anytime we manage to meet new friends, new family members, they have the following accounts, like say an account on Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, a Facebook, anything else, so much more. We're one big community, we're always one big family, guys, as anything else compared. And that would be, having new friends, new family members open, and anytime we manage to have new people. Well, one big community. Remember, guys, my highest mods is 267. If you guys have an account on Twitter today, don't think negative, but stay positive and loyal at all times as one big community. And also one big family. But if you guys do have an account on Twitter today, guys, a friend request me and follow me at ZachDawson824-65600 today. You guys can tell me your name and your numbers on Twitter. Anytime you manage to follow somebody, people don't lose it, but people get on the right page. Because they pretty much care and pretty much want to see what you've been up to. Any good friends? Now you pretty much know that have an account on Twitter. Don't request them, follow them, share them out, and tweet them out too. But as long as, if they're streaming on YouTube or streaming on Twitch, whatever's more comfortable. And that's how we meet new friends, you know. If they have the courage to know a little bit more about themselves, or knowing a little bit more about ourselves too. We're one big family, we're one big community. But you guys can tell me your name and your numbers on Twitter the same way. I've been on Twitter, guys, for 3 years, YouTube 5 years, Walmart 5 years, my level 9, 1,719. 1719, guys. Coming out of this community. But on that, you guys can let me know. Anytime you guys like. We're one big family, anything else, so on and so forth. But other than that, the name is ZachDawson824-65600. You guys have an account on Steam. The name is ZachDawson93. Anytime you manage to bring some new people in, if they have any good games, any other good entries that pretty much are old school, old-fashioned, anything else, so on and so forth. Any games you pretty much can encourage other people to play on Steam. Like any RPGs, music, sports, action adventure, shooting, puzzles. Anything that's more, not discouraged, but any games you like to play. It's not that hard to find whatever games that are more glued to the station. But if people haven't played them, like them, have an average or below average kind of game, any games you like to play. It's not too hard to see what games that are more important for you, and what stands out and has something much more good and modern. But other than that, the name is ZachDawson93 on Steam. We have an account on Reddit, REDDIT. You guys can check out Kevin, aka TuberChat, also your awesome content from Titanic. So Kevin, Sony, Running Egg, R.A. Garcia, Sassy, Sass, S-A-S-H. She's actually a sweetheart for the most part, and also Kapower TV, James, and so much more. It's one big community. I'm trying to think of a question for you guys too. What would be a good question for you? But other than that, that's Reddit. The only one I have is Kevin. He's awesome, he's tremendous. You guys can check out Kevin every Friday through Mondays, Running Egg almost 24/7. Sony's Getaway, guys, Mondays through Saturdays. She's just recently got back from vacation, so you guys can check her out. She's a sweetheart, you guys will love her so much. And I actually do the same thing as my dearly beloved friend of mine. I've actually known Sony for a while, so she's pretty much very well acknowledged and pretty much a nice friend. A very, very nice looking friend for us in this community. But yeah, every Monday through Saturday, Sony's Getaway. If you guys also have an account on Instagram, I have some good people. I've got Kevin, I've got John, and Sony's Getaway as well. Anytime you guys like. I mean, new friends and family members all together. If you guys have the following apps. And so on and so forth. So yeah, you guys will find me as well on, pretty much also on Instagram too. I'm not that hard to find. My guys, that's an awesome commentator. I seem positive and loyal. And always filled with love, support, and respect, and also knowledge is power, guys. The very most important thing. Let's see what we can do here. Hold on guys, let's see if I can give you a question here. If you guys are having any type of red. Hey, what's up, sweetie Ann? How you doing? Good morning on a Thursday. Because I'm off till Sunday now, so that's pretty much good enough for me. But there are a couple things that are pretty much going on for sure. But as always, guys, how do I rephrase it? As always, guys, the most important thing is we watch videos in full, like, support, comment, send me out, tweet me out on the current apps. And you guys can vote Aladdin at 38 and the Great Solomon at 14. Also, guys, my statistics in my 5 years of counting I've been on YouTube also is my highest likes is 120. It's actually a new record I just recently this week. And also my highest views is my highest likes is 237. My highest views is 120. If you guys are having any type of bread for toast with any meal, which of these is a nice brand? Well, guys, every 19-20 minutes, guys can IZ News anytime. Wheat, white. Trying to think what would be another good poll question here, guys. I'm trying to figure out what the third option would be. But yeah, guys, today's day, it's March 24th, 2022. Now, work yesterday, guys, was good. As you can see, what I'm usually working every week is pretty much only 4. That would be pretty much 2 closes, and then 2 morning sets every week. So, like say for example, you've got 2 2-11s and then 2 8-5s, and usually my body's usually tired when I get up every morning. I mean, when it comes to only work, or anything else in between. I mean, that's why I usually get up between 5:30 and 5:45 every morning, so I can get some relaxation, head to the men's room or something. It works constantly. Trying to think, what would be another one here? A Lee, and actually, I'm trying to figure out what would be the other option, but I will put other. But how are you today, sweetie Ann? It's good to see you. Guys, we're one big community, we're one big family. My stuff has been really good, popularity, uploads, and yeah, it's been quite a ride, but you know, we're happy where we are. So speaking of where we are, you guys remember last week when we were doing a new episode of Tales of Arise? Apparently we were trying to take on this boss, and basically the chat stopped after an hour and 12 minutes. So I'm like, okay, here we go. So I think we're gonna take on that boss in just a little bit. I just think we can get a little bit of grinding going. But as far as the SP goes, I'll double check with that. So I see Alvin's at 400 even. I don't think I'm going to upgrade him right now, since... Well, this one actually has 480, and then this one with critical hits, guys, is at 960. Well, Casera does not need an upgrade, since it's down in the 130s. Neither does Law. Ringwell, or Sinone. Well, Sinone's at 374. So, I think we might be okay. But if we can take on these two real quick, we can get a bit warmed up. You guys can vote on that YouTube poll. If you guys know what kind of brand, you pretty much will have until if you're having breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Anytime. But other than that, guys, it's good that I'm off another 3 days. I'm off the rest of today, tomorrow, and Saturday. But despite the fact, guys, I did tell you guys yesterday, but not already this morning, that I will not be streaming tomorrow night since, my puddin' and a friend of mine by the name of Jacob, guys, my old friend of mine, that I've known since high school, they're only going to the homecoming dance, only as friends, so apparently I will be with them by guiding tomorrow night for sure. Not sure if I'm not sure if I'm going to have a double chat tomorrow, but I think today, probably today for sure. So after I'm done doing an hour and 25 to an hour and a half this morning, hopefully the reception does not cut out the way it did last week. Which I don't think it's ever going to be a problem. I mean, no problems to attach, but you never know. Whatever is strong, weak, competitive, whatever goes more constantly. So it all depends. But yeah, you guys will have another episode of Tales of Rise tomorrow morning as well, because tomorrow's Friday. But as far as what's going on today, well, I'm hoping I can get an episode of Cobra Kai this afternoon. I'm hoping I do. So that way I don't think it's the finale of Cobra Kai quite yet. I'm thinking if I do the finale, it could be next week. So I can upgrade my ranks between the others. Between anything I'm doing between the dozo, so which I'm only controlling what do you call it? Miyagi-Do only. So, and remember guys, by April 5th, I will be picking up Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, and I will be picking up MLB 22 for the PS5, so I still need the other half of the 70, perhaps, so.
Well, if it
and that would be 35 plus, if you will. So that's exactly going to be soon. But that's under 2 weeks.
So it's true.
So if I had to guess, but if I had to guess what game is replacing Cobra Kai after I beat the game itself, I'm thinking Skywalker for sure, if not baseball. But I don't think I'm going to fit anything else right now, especially if something is at a concern, anything that's confusing, or anything towards the population. So I think we're pretty much good where we are right now. I mean, my games have been doing pretty good, showing a lot of attention, popularity, uploads, so on and so forth. So it all depends.
Why would you betray him?
I mean, I may or may not, but honestly, guys, you never know. Whatever comes towards the table, until we manage to get something useful or anything else intent. But if anything comes up to appear, or not much else to appear, I'll keep you guys posted on the apps, if anything comes around on the schedule. But yeah, I mean, work's been good.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine?
Yeah, work's been good. Only working 4 days every week, and between 30 to 32. And yeah, work's been pretty good for me. I will say that constantly.
So you
I'm guessing you already heard the news involving what's going on with the game called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now, the way I see it, apparently the game itself got delayed again because they pretty much wanted some extra time. So they can honestly get done with the game in time. So as you guys can see, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will be coming out next spring, instead of waiting for the rest of this year to have something big. But we already know, guys, we're not having an E3 in the next couple months in June. I mean, even though they are announcing some stuff, but maybe a little bit of DLCs, big reveals, I'm not sure. Or whatever kind of other stuff they can bring. So we'll see what happens. I mean, but without taking on him, guys, remember, we'll take it on this one boss right here. It's kind of like Antlion, but it's kind of sort of a scorpion that wants to have our prey and go to him. Well, guys, we're looking at Vino Flag. He has a little more of a long tongue. But, alright guys, we'll see what we can do to him. Applause in the chat. Applause in the chat. See if we can get him on our first try. So the thing about this boss, I don't think it's supposed to be that hard. Remember, he has a little more of something to negotiate between on whatever kind of other any normal abilities that this boss has. But despite the fact when I take on other bosses with RPGs compared to Final Fantasy, whenever they're hard, easy, normal, modern, anything else, so on and so forth. You always want to bring your A game, guys, if you have the best equipment, best offense, best defense, as much as you can. Pretty much in your free will. So yeah, if you guys don't have the best armor, 9 times out of 10, your butt's gonna be killed. Be killed or have a lot of damage in your arsenal. If you guys do not know what to do. And apparently, guys, we're already lost Wingwell already. So that's why we have life bottles so far today in this group. So yeah, it all depends, really. Hold on a second. Now, as far as how well I'm doing with Cobra Kai, well, Cobra Kai's been doing fine. You guys are still drawing plenty of popularity for that. So, I'm thinking maybe Skywalker could have plenty of the popularity too. But that's not until we reach April 5th, guys, so I'm off that for sure. Which is why, like I said, guys, on my work schedule, I'm gonna be off 3 days every week now, so... And that's gonna be probably permanently, or temporarily for sure. But if anything ends up on my schedules, it's pretty much a little more of an investigation. The fastest way to test a good theory, modern theory, normal, anything else in reality. So, it all depends. But I think we should have no problems to attach with it. Or anything mixed bag or anything. So, or more common. So yeah, my stuff has been really good. YouTube for 5 years. And the offer, guys, between my love and I today, Bo and I have officially been together for 1,719. Going into the homecoming dance tomorrow night, so we're only going as friends. So I don't think there's going to be a problem to take part in or be warned or pure. Whatever happens, guys, Love and I will always be together. Spend the rest of our lives together. So, and I told you I said, guys, I needed to get an episode of Far Cry 6 since you guys remember the last time I was live before that was pretty much Monday. You guys remember that? So like I said, it's good to be back, and I missed a lot of you guys this week, and I was just busy with work and busy with a lot of you guys too. So but once again, I always get my point. Anything that's more to surround. It's one young couple, and we are the youngest couple of all time. But speaking of that, guys, here's your question. It's pretty much kind of like a bread question, or a protein question. So, if you guys are having any type of brand for toast, of any meal, which of these is a nice brand? Wheat, white, or other? For example, guys, when it comes to other, I was thinking either Italian bread, flatbread, or anything else coming in a Subway, between any other varieties. Any variety of breads you guys can, by having toast with, anything that's more to have if you're having a meal. Amazing, but a nice, regular meal. Whatever works for you. Can I go with a pizza cell? Alright, perfect. So I'm finding the elephant, guys. No, I think this box is gonna be easy right now. We're already in our first, well, we're still in our first try today. So I don't think it's gonna be a pain. I think we're going to dance right where we want him. Yeah, guys, I think we got him right off the bat right now. I mean, it's not like any the former boss I did take on coming out of the series. So this boss is not that hard. To be honest, guys, it's Ava's Vino Flag. So is he hard? No. It's pretty much not too bad. So, not as bad as it should be. Well, guys, we got news to talk about this morning. Today's the date. It's March 24th, 2022. As always, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Well, we meet new family members, new friends, one by one. Anytime we manage to see if they have the current any accounts they normally have on the current depth chart. Any accounts on Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, Facebook. Anything that's more to adjust or take major priority. But it's like if you have any accounts between that, it's pretty much your responsibility to make sure nothing happens. If people are looking to sell you out, tweet you out anytime they like, as long as you know what kind of friends you're pretty much close with. By checking out also, guys, our YouTube channel descriptions on our accounts, and also checking out our backgrounds, and also thumbnails and banners. And I think we got him, guys. We did it. This boss was not that hard. Out to fight, guys, was not a problem. He's dead. Not a problem. We just had to figure out something against him, but we did it. And that's what we'll find, guys, is a new group of new connections, new friends, new family members that want to be part of this community and want also one big family. But if you guys do have an account on Twitter today, check me out, friend request me, follow me, share me out, tweet me out at ZachDawson, 824-65600. Now, the best I've seen, guys, hardly any rants, but I don't like any more caviar. Never liked it much at all. You guys can tell me your first and last name information on Twitter. Anytime you manage to follow somebody,
so you mean
you pretty much are hoping to have the same thing between your closest friends, your closest family members too, so people can see what you guys been up to. And if you're pretty much streaming on Twitch, pretty much either on Twitch, on Twitch, YouTube, anything else, so on and so forth. Anytime you like. We're not that hard to find, guys, on Twitter. If you have a name and your numbers on Twitter, we can talk about our personal life and learn a little bit more about ourselves too. What brings us in this one big community? And the more important question is, what does love, support, and respect mean? That's the only thing. Good morning, Killer J. How are you today, sir? You see, guys, I just got back last night before my love and I got. I mean, we only had a little over an hour to kill. If it was for me doing an episode of Far Cry 6 yesterday, you guys would have waited another week for Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But I decided to get an hour and 35 done and pretty much get it out of the way, and then see my point after that. So I don't think there's any concerns or problems with that. So. But yeah, guys, I've been on Twitter for 3 years, YouTube 5 years, one more 5 years, my love and I 17, 19. And that's exactly early in the 1700s now. So, we're the youngest couple, we're amazing, and much more romantic too. But remember, guys, my numbers on Twitter are 824-65600. So, Killer Day.
But then I thought,
since I was live yesterday, last night, like I said, guys, work was good. How are your games doing this week?
Or my anger, right?
Anything? Are you comfortable with what's one you're pretty much attached to, or affiliated with, satisfied? Anything in normal? Anything normal for it?
Wait, they challenged.
But some of the games you mentioned, I think, over the weekend, I think I've heard of one of them, if I'm correct, but I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, we're gonna have an account. We have a gaming service account on Steam today. The best one you guys can find is ZachDawson 93. I played plenty of variety of games. Oh, King of Fighters 15, nice. How do I put this in perspective? How's it going on that game, buddy?
These people no longer need any.
You're making some good progress, standard progress, emotional progress. Anything for you? Or anything in general? Fighting games are not too bad. Especially if they have a good taste for combat, fighting, and pretty much going through pride and puberty. Or something else in between, to fight honor. We have guys any games you like to play? Any RPGs, sports, music, action adventure, shooting, puzzles?
You're choosing to fight Lenegus and the entire
If you guys like playing puzzles, you're welcome to play any puzzle game you want.
However,
any variety of
if I
games you
wish
want to
keep
play on
this dream
Steam.
from
If you
dying,
guys have an
then
account
I have little choice
to
in the matter.
go after any game you want,
Besides,
if you
it's the
anytime you
least I
manage to
can
spend
do.
on anything, if you have a credit card or going after some Steam, pretty much some Steam cards too. You buy whatever game you want. That's more astounding to you, has good gameplay, graphics, fan base, anything else, so on and so forth.
You may be decided.
Any
on
games I
your
like to
path,
play, guys, and that's
but that
usually
doesn't
on
make it
Steam.
any less
But the name is
difficult.
SectAustin93 on Steam. You guys have an account on Reddit, R-E-D-D-I-T. There's 2 Ds, guys, but not one. The only one I mostly have is Kevin, aka Tubitat. He's awesome. He's
We're fighting to liberate
friend.
the
He's a
Devas.
very good friend of mine.
You're fighting for
And
the
also
people
check
of
me
this
out, guys,
realm.
on Reddit. It's Zach Dawson.
I'd
You're
say
awesome
we're on the same
commentator.
path, really.
Remember, guys, never
It
give
only
up,
makes
never
sense for us to walk
surrender.
it together.
But keep doing what you're able to do, and don't stop what you're doing. One big family with one big community.
Not the least
Anytime we manage to get something done, it's to always, and I mean always, begin. Nothing more than
an
that.
invitation which would only
Oh, you beat the story mode, nice. So what are you doing on King of Fighters 15 at the moment? I mean, I haven't played a game like that, but I've heard some good things on it. Maybe like a few things. Maybe like 2 to 3, maybe like 2 to 4 things about the game, but... are you going after the new Street Fighter this year? For the PS5, PS4, or Microsoft?
She did just lose her brother.
Capcom made the announcement, I believe, last month. Or pretty much
We
the
all
last
keep
2 or
moving
3
as
weeks
well.
or so.
So long
So
as there are
it could be
lords who draw
whatever
breath,
month and date it's
we
going to
have a
be.
mission to complete.
But yeah, guys, I've got Kevin. I'm going to check out Kevin on the following
We
days.
should hurry on ahead to our
Friday,
next
Saturday, Sunday,
destination.
Mondays. Running egg almost 24/7. The awesome, loving, caring supporter, guys, out of 206.7 months. And that is 206.7, guys, the highest I've ever had. In my 5 years on YouTube and counting. But not stopping what we're doing. But all we have to do, guys, is to do one thing. Not face the music, but also, if you guys are able to do something in one big family, all we have to do is keep our head up and do what we feel like doing. And oh my guys, we already befriended Dalhim, and Casera left the party. But we did get one thing in return, guys, and that's the Master Core of Earth. Now this key, guys, is the Master Core of Earth. It's the fruits of Helgen that imbued it with unformidable quantities of astral energy. And we also have a new recipe, guys, called cheese fondue. Now the thing about this recipe, guys, it has melted cheese made by coating the cheese in flour and boiling it in white wine. But most anything can be dipped inside of it for added literal cheesiness. And we'll look at that perk in a second. But yeah, guys, Kevin's Friday through Mondays, so there's getaway Monday through Saturdays. Since a sweetheart, you guys will love it so much in this community. He's always part of this community, and also one big friend. Pretty much one big group the same way. Killer Zay says, playing some Masters. We're getting a new Kirby game, right? Did you hear, if you get the game now, as a pre-order, you pretty much get $5 off. $5 or $10 even out of it. But all you have to pay is a cheap price. But if you guys did not get the deal, all you have to do is pay the same price on the Switch, the normal price that it usually pays. If you have a Switch in hand. Guys, can also check out Instagram. Guys, check out awesome commentator. I've got John, Kevin, Sorty, and also myself, guys, as the awesome commentator Zach Dawson. From Titanic, and also one big family, and also one big community. That stands out in between with entertainment, popularity, anything else, so on and so forth, that we can drag out of a table, drag out of a cubby, or out of a hat. It's not too bad. As we look at, something about the Delheim's perk, guys, it's called the Rod Extension. Now, if Delheim Perfect invades an enemy attack, guys, his sense become heightened. And his rod will gain momentum, greatly extending his range. Now his penetration will also rise, letting him interrupt enemies and land critical hits on them more often. You see, guys, that's pretty much normal, or not too bad consistently. But we also have two other things too. Which I don't think we're going to take on another boss right now. But the one we just took out, guys, was not too hard. He was not too depressing, but we got him. But alright guys, as always, stay positive and loyal. Love, support, and respect is the key, and knowledge is power. But the most important thing, guys, in one big community and also one big family, is we watch videos in full, like, support, comment, send me out, tweet me out on the current apps, and that would be Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Instagram. And if you guys want a shout out, let me know in this community today. My stuff has been pretty good, so all we have to do is keep on doing what we're doing and watch out, but do not get spooked. You know what you're doing, guys, and that's the most important thing you can have. I don't just love what I do, I just do it. So, what are your thoughts on the new Kirby, Jose? I mean, I've heard some good things about Kirby, but I haven't played a lot of Kirby, to be honest. So, honestly, no. But I do know Kirby is a nice character. Sweet, loving, caring character. Like, say, any other Nintendo character, for sure. Any Sega character, Super NES character, anything. Well, guys, today's day is March 24th. And we're also one day away, guys. One day away until Ghostwire Tokyo starts coming out by then. So I'm not sure if I'm getting the game right now. Probably will not. Especially if anything else comes by me. Well, it comes by you guys, too. Guys, you always hear what I thought. And it's always time for you guys to hear what you have. Between any comments or any good things for it. But alright guys, that's the awesome commentator. Let's see what kind of news we have for you today. Remember guys, like, support, comment, and follow in the live chat at all times. I've been on YouTube for 5 years and counting, but much more to experience. Do you have anything else added towards our arsenals or anything else in particular? Well guys, 11 hours ago, if we have a game called Elden Ring, you guys are almost not missing out for sure. And if you guys wonder what's more you guys can complete, you guys can check out how you guys can complete the Dung Aces quest. We guys can see how to unlock a special ending by finding the most vile NPC in Elden Ring. I don't think I've ever researched NPC. That's why there's only 3 letters. Like say anyone that we can talk to on Elden Ring. I don't think I ever had an opportunity. Well, I think maybe 1 NPC, like 2. I think only pretty much 1 as a goddess. Pretty much as a goddess for sure. But I'm not real sure. But Elden Ring's been doing fine on Saturdays and Sundays for sure today. So it all depends if there's anything else that's more glued to it. Well, I think I'm still going to have a lot to do in the process for Elden Ring every weekend, so that game's not getting replaced at all. By the time I pick up Skywalker, not just Skywalker, guys, but also going after MLB 22. So I won't be walking out with the SOBs pretty soon. But not until we raid at the end of this month. I mean, baseball's the only pre-order that's left, guys. I mean, since we have no E3 this year. So, it all depends when and what we're going to be expecting. The big reveal of Final Fantasy 16. Any other good stuff that we're expecting. I'm hoping we'll get something good out of it. Well, I mean, honestly, guys, we may or may not. But we never know. It all depends on the current companies. Microsoft, PlayStation, Square Enix, Nintendo, and any other good companies. Whatever they really announce. Hey, what's up, Meaningful Ken and Kevin? How you guys doing this morning? Good to see you guys in. How are you guys today? On a Thursday morning. Good way to expand, guys. Just keep doing what we're able to do. We're one big community and one big family that stands out, that's closest. Or anything else, so on and so forth today. Alright guys, back to the news. Director, producer, or writer, James Gwynn. And as apparently, guys, he has a lot of unused footage from that big Peacemaker cameo. But there's way more where that came from, coming out of James Gwynn. Remember, guys, James Glenn is also coming out of Suicide's. Well, I don't think he's ever done Justice League, but that was actually Zack Snyder. So basically, he has a little more something on the table. So I'll look at that in just a second. I'm gonna see if there's any new weapons. I mean, I think we got enough pieces there right now. But how are you guys? How are you guys this morning? Okay, I'll bring that message in. But how's Kevin doing on a Thursday? But it is good to be back, guys, since I'm off till Sunday now. So I'm off every 3 days, every single week. I mean, almost temporarily, so that's not too bad. So here's the thing about James Glenn. Let me look at this really fast. So basically, coming out of James Glenn. So I'm honestly, guys, I haven't seen the very first season of Peacemaker with John Cena, but honestly, no. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen the show, but I will say the show itself is pretty good. Wes, I know you, Kevin. I know you pretty much don't watch Peacemaker, but John Cena's coming out as playing as Peacemaker, making himself as a 16-time world champion. And pretty much as a, what do you call it, kind of like a badass, too.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Well, I've always seen him in other good movies besides as Peacemaker. But also in action movies like, say, The Marine, with him and Robert Patrick. But Robert Patrick has been in some pretty good movies over the years. Different varieties between Robert Patrick and John Cena. So it's pretty much anything else going forward between whatever else it should be handled or anything prepared. Well, basically, guys, to check out that article involving James Glenn. Something about unused footage from the Peacemaker cameo. I haven't seen season 1, but it's usually what it should be or what it is. To instruct or have something else for sure. But it's pretty much anyway near it or closest for it. Guys can also check out a 5-minute and 15-second video today, guys. As you welcome to check out a game that's coming out tomorrow. Like I said, we've got for the PS5, you've got Ghostwire Tokyo coming out tomorrow. With an honestly dead suit a 7 out of 10. Now, as good as average as I should be, by getting the game itself, I don't think I'm buying the game right now. I mean, if I were to go to GameStop now, I would get the game, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of distraction for my ass to buy Ghostwire Tokyo right now. I mean, yes, I've heard it's a good game, but I don't think I'm going to buy it right now. I mean, at least not at the moment, or not quite anything in general. I mean, at least not right now. We got to check out pretty much the important settings for the PS5 for Ghostwire Tokyo, as they should make your gaming experience smoother. Now, Ghostwire Tokyo, guys, is a really pretty game with a gorgeous take on post-apocalyptic Tokyo. And it is combined, guys, with flashy animations and also effects. As we're also taking on, looking at, pretty much confronting the frontier man. As he has a little something for us, I'll look at that right now. So let's see what we have, what his comments are. He goes on to say, guys, I gather you guys came here along the highway, yeah? So you happen not to run into that thing along the way, did you? What thing? I'm talking about the huge Zungle that flies around the skies, occasionally dropping down to attack both people and Zungles also alike. Mm-hmm. It attacks even Zungles? Now that's something you don't usually meet or capture every day. Yeah, this guy's really something. Even the uniforms here have a hard time dealing with it. Well, pretty much have less concern. I even tried putting a bounty on it to swing the pot, you could say, but everyone's just about giving up on it. as it's pretty much coming out of warriorness and also something else that's fitting, or pretty much vulnerable. Alright guys, we can do the top one. And then Log is on the same. In that case, we'll handle it. I'm sure we'll find a way to get rid of it. You really think you have what it takes? I mean, you all look capable. Don't get me wrong, but don't worry, we've got this, don't worry. As a matter of fact, we've got someone here who can practically suit down fine jungles with her eyes closed.
Just great.
Alvin Slack, you mean Sinone? I don't think she's going to appreciate you volunteering her for this. Well, if you think you can handle it, it'd be great. You'll find it flying around some sort of an area called Saslita Highway. Normally, it'll leave you alone, but if it sees a fight break out, that's when it swoops in to cause trouble.
Well...
Meaning, that's the only way to attract its attention? As if we fight some other junglies first. You got it. It's a pain in the ass to be sure, but a clever pain in the ass at that. Well, we'll have to go hunt it. You better have that bounty ready by the time we honestly get back.
All right.
Of course, I'm a man of my word. Happy hunting. So so this quest, guys, is called Claiming a Bounty. So we want to take on normally this one fine jungle.
What are you going to use the prize money for?
As we want to defeat some sort of a great dragon. Some sort of a formidable, but in translation, formidable dragon. A badass dragon, guys, so we'll look at that. We'll jump on that right now. What's up, Lazada? Good morning, how are you? Oh, you're silent? Okay. How's work going for you? I mean, work is going good for me at Walmart. I've still been there for over 5 years right now. So, Walmart's been good. Well, Love and I have been more romantic going into Friday. Like I said, guys, I told you guys earlier this morning, I will not be streaming tomorrow night since I must be the one to protect my pudding and my good friend Jacob. When we got they're only going out as friends, but the two people that I know, if one of them that I've known for over 20 years messes with my pudding's dress, her ass is gonna be sorry. Because I went after that dress on Amazon for a long time. It's been about, I believe, I was actually in the 4 deserts when it comes to the 10s. So my pudding has had that one dress for a long time. Because I know how to spoil my pudding. That's why, guys, her and I are the youngest couple of all time.
Let's move.
Even though I try to pull myself first. But the next objective is, I know we can buy her anything I want. As long as she spoils me back the same way. But thank you so much for that, Lazada. It's good to see you. Guys, can also check out what comes in East Edition of Ghostwire Tokyo. Terrifying ghosts and friendly dogs. We talked about that this week. Now, that's pretty much the other good part, guys. If you guys were playing, if you guys remember playing any Super NES game, Formidable, or Phenomenally sort of, classic games for Super NES, Nintendo games, that were old school when this one movie came out for the first time back in 1989. That's right, guys. There's gonna be 13 games in this one collection of Cowabunga. If you guys can see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection is out for pre-order right now. Cowabunga, dudes. Oh shit, there's a great dragon, guys. See if we can be a little more judgmental on him right now. Wow. Big Goober Fist. Time to use your teeth. And nice work, buddy. This is exactly the dragon he was talking about, guys. We will also upgrade the SP in a second. Damn right, Lazada. Positive and loyal. As always, guys, love, support, and respect. Da 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 da. But this dragon does have a weakness. Myself's been pretty good, guys. But there's one name I haven't mentioned for a while. As long as Papers for Pumpkin China does not have Tales of Arise. Wah ha ha ha. I don't think he ever does. But big shout out to Brother Gatsby, I love you, buddy. He's always a good brother. And then speaking of good brother, I announced that Phil Gilmore is also a brother to me too. Phil Gilmore from Gulf City, coming out of Twits. So he's a nice guy too. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and bring a little more to this great dragon. But as long as we're keeping our ass healed, we can bring this one. We can bring this one son of a bitch as good as we can. Oh, guys, going for explosion? You better not explode me, buddy. Because I would be a little more shocked, maybe like thrilled. And there goes our life There goes our life bottles. You guys can see we can get this bastard on his knees. So yeah, the amount of games on this pre-order, you guys are going to be gaining 13 games, and it's going to be coming out, I think, this coming spring, or coming out in June. Actually, no. The Kawabunga collection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with no problems to get through. Where's the game itself coming between our current consoles? It's going to be the same time as Hogwarts Legacy is coming in, and that would be going into Christmas time. Because I will get the latest lightsaber coming on Star Wars, guys, for my point by then. But pretty much by then, at this point, for sure. But the lightsaber itself, guys, coming out of Star Wars, it's coming out in a couple weeks. That's gonna be on April 6th. But I won't get it right now, once we get to the holidays. Alright guys, Flaming Swing, let's go. Yep. Now we'll see if we can sock it to him now. So how's work going for you, Lazada? Hopefully we're not down and out, so now get on him. And I'm going to have Alpha heal himself. He's gonna use it on himself, but not bad, not bad. But yeah, guys, there's gonna be 13 games for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You have to check that out. Check that out if you want. But my love and I have seen. I think we've always seen maybe like the first two movies. But you guys remember back in 2007, TMNT became a reboot because most of us, for those of you that do like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when you guys were kids, or back when you guys were adults, teenagers, more older than that. You had 4 turtles. You've got Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael. One of my one's favorites is Leonardo, I think. I mean, I for one had a couple of favorites back then. But TMNT are pretty much a group of ninjas. But they are much more surrounded. Between nunchucks, swords. They know how to fight very well. And also, guys, yes, they're also part of martial arts too. Not compared to Cobra Kai. we got guys not part of Cobra Kai or anything, but coming out of Technosis, Walker, Texas Ranger. So it's kind of there's only 4 turtles instead of 5 though. Also, guys, coming out this Friday as well after today. You got some takeout where you guys can get $10 off on the most platforms. Time to get looting for the new Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and it is coming out for PS5 though. And what's too hard to tell, I might not get that game either. Besides, I've got enough games going into GameStop in a couple weeks. Actually, under 2 weeks for sure. So I don't need any more by then. But the question is, am I still buying Horizon 2? Not as much as I would like, but hopefully soon. Because I know you guys are hoping to get something, hoping I get something in return for it. Say you, save me. Listen now and take the rest of him. Nice pickup. Got him. So pay him all two, guys. There goes the dragon. And another one bites the dust. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And we have an Astral Flower, guys. Now to think about this flower, it's a magical flower that grants the owner +10 on combat points. It's a crystallized astral energy that gives it a reticent gleam. Now we can obtain astral flowers, guys, from powerful foes by using astral. And they also raise our maximum combat points. Also, guys, there's also a little something about giant Zoogles. Now, giant Zoogles roam around certain areas, guys. In this one big community. They're very hard to fight, but can honestly get rare items and lots of SP if we try to manage to beat them or get them. So that's a good thing.
I need to be
Well, guys, our combat points right now is an even 300. Holy cow. We're gonna get some SP right now. But hold on. Let me get back to news. You guys can also check out how you guys can lock all jobs and Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. I actually haven't unlocked any new jobs yet. But the 3 classes that Jack has, I equipped them with a couple. I actually gave him a couple jobs, maybe like the first few to start with. Like say for example, Swordsman, Magic, and you pretty much are allowed 3 classes for right now. But as long as if you upgrade the weapons, if you're taking on the boss, enemies, you can pretty much upgrade any ability you want. The more you have, the more you'll gain. Well, guys, as far as the Elfin goes, I will increase his boost. I will give him that. Now it's called Increased Boost Strike Damage, guys. Increase the amount of damage dealt to enemies that do actually get hit by Boost Strike. So now it's at 691. I will give her the... I'm gonna give her a Spirit Sweep. And Horizon Wave fires a giant mass, guys, of Astral Energy. I'll give her that for 520. Ring Loss at 818. I'll do... But since he's honestly good with magic, I will give her faster magic charge. So I'll give her that for sure. That completes these 5. Ring Laws at 735. I'll do... I think I'll probably get this one right here. It's called Super Swallow Dance. Now it juggles an enemy, guys, into the air with upload thrusts and roundhouse kicks, then slams the enemy towards the ground. I'll give him that too. But yeah, guys, it's pretty much 28 classes, so the classes are pretty much very nice on Final Fantasy. Now, as far as what Dalhim gets, well, first and foremost, I'll give him Recover. And then I'll probably do Resurrection, which Dalhim can do the same thing, with no problems towards what Ringwell's doing. Pretty much knows how to bring somebody up, like using a Revive spell. Pretty much bringing somebody back alive, or something else for sure. So, is work going good for you, Lizada? But I'm gonna go ahead and give him that. And then I'll give him one more. I will do Negative Gate. Now, a beginner dark to guys that summons a jet black orb, now pulls enemies towards it. Good way to take it. I don't think anybody else needs any upgrades right now. I think we're fine. I think we're positive and loyalty correct. I mean, that's nearly correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast travel over here. You guys can also check out the combat cases. Well, you guys can build your own your tiny gaming computers today.
An owl around here.
Like say, for example, they are called mini ITX PC cases for the tiniest PC that usually builds itself. Now, I know most of you guys have a PC. Or so I say, a personal computer. It has the opportunity to... that your PC can really build. That can come back between any case. Fill with any technology you have. You know what they say, like I said earlier, the more you have, the more you'll gain. The less you guys will not deserve any less. As long as you know what's more fitting on your PC. Or wherever else it should be. So you guys can check it out anytime. Guys can also check out the best gaming sales for your setting needs. Now they're always suitable, guys, if you're playing a game on a console, anything you're playing, anything that's more interesting or feeling more relaxed and comfortable. By having your own gaming tab. Welcome to check it out anytime you want. It's according to Daniel Abraham and one more person. And we also have something about a Pokemon movie. I'll get to that in a second. Well, guys, we're back with the Frontier Man. He goes on to say, welcome back. You take care of that pesky Zungo flying around for me?
Yeah.
You bet. It won't be giving you any more problems. You did? Damn. That's seriously impressive. Impressive, but positive and loyal as it gets. In that case, this bounty's here. All yours. Go on. Go ahead and take it. Haha. No, I wish there were more Zungles with big bounties. That's for us. So that way we can get rid off of. I'm sure if you ever did something bad, you would honestly get a huge bounty and go ahead real quick, kid.
Alright.
If that ever happens, I'll take responsibility and bring him down myself. You can send the money to whoever he ends up causing trouble. Hey, stop acting. Stop acting like I'm turning into a criminal for all of a sudden. Well, anyway, because of you folks, the highway's that much safer to traverse now. So thank you so much. Well, guys, we got about 57 Glad and 325 SP. But that finding time was no problem. New M1 guns for law, and that's Bounty Hunter. And that would be Max AG. Nice work, nice work. But that dragon was no problem at all. We got him. Well, guys, right now we're at 8,586. I say we do some spending right now. Honestly, guys, that's what we are headed to right now. Let's see what we can do between life bottles and healing. Alright, guys, now to think about something electricity coming out of any movie, pretty much anything else, if you will, is pretty much real simple. So, as you guys see on this article, a bidding war has begun for a live-action Voltoid movie. Now, what about the ones that are in the running? For example, between movie companies are Warner Brothers, Universal, and Amazon. So pretty much all in the running. Adam Bankhurst had something about the Voltoid movie or some set. I'm about to check on that right now. So, pretty much something that's more vulnerable or attached. But you guys have seen the Pokemon Voltoid before. Is that Electric type? It's an Electric type that has the evolved form of Electrode. So you guys know what Voltron is. So Adam Bankhurst goes on to say, guys, 120 after midnight and also 108 after that. As you guys see, a bidding war has begun for a live-action Voltron film that already has red notices Rawson, Wassel, Dorber, or Dubber. I'm gonna go ahead and go for another 4 life bottles. Now go one more orange cell, get one more peach cell. As far as selling goes, I'll do... I don't know, let me double check if there's any upgrades real quick. As long as there's no house full of melodies. I mean, I don't think any of these guys need new stuff right now. But I could go after a new one for, probably for Sinone if I do. I'll sell 15. I'm double checking, guys. I don't think 1700s is going to cover it, but I think we'll be okay for now. Now, as you guys can see, this guy is attached to co-write and direct it. But it is supported, guys, by THR. They have Warner Brothers, Universal, and Amazon also. Are among 6 or 7 studios and streamers that are fighting for the chance to bring Voltron to live action. Now, despite Thorberg guys directing Red Notice and Voltron, he calls it Voltron, legendary defender calling Netflix home. And the streamer is said not to be inside or outside the running at this point, or anything that's more glued or attached. Now, this so-called bidding war began 2 weeks ago, guys, between these four, and it became complete with pictures and a teaser reel. Now, Thorberg himself, guys, created the story, and Ellen Sandman will also join him to co-create the film. But according to the sources from them, that they'll maybe sign by the end of this week. Now, in addition in the Voltron film, Thorberg is writing and planning on shooting 2 sequels to Red Notice. Wes, we talked about, I think we talked about that last month. Of how Thorberg is recently making 2 more sequels with the movie called Red Notice with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So that's going to be interesting how that's going to go. Pretty much a Voltron movie. So I think it's going to be interesting. Maybe something juicy. Maybe, despite the fact, something interesting. But I thought they were talking about that Pokemon. The Pokemon called Voltron. But it's pretty much a different Voltron for sure. Well, guys, right now we are going to go to the southern gates of Vincent. That would be Casera's ideals. Or Identials. But check out that ground, guys. It's a little more nicer. Or a bit more, not terrible, but fantastic.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
Guys, let's check out this
Surprised
dialogue.
She slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even
Anything
go?
else intriguing? So yeah, Voltron is going to be, it's already in the works. If I had to guess,
You think
potentially.
the Danons and Renans have
Or
a chance
a
of
little bit
getting
more
along?
to experience. Coming out of Transformers.
We didn't really do much to change
Alright, guys,
things around here, did we?
Well, guys, we have 2 more articles
This realm
today.
had its own walls to overcome.
Now, we actually have
In the
some,
end,
not some good
it was
news,
the
but
people
bad
themselves
news.
who decided to break them down.
It's nice to see the
Without any
computer
help from
scientist who
us.
created GIF, Steve Wilhite.
I hope they keep going.
He,
I really do.
earlier this morning, guys, he died. Apparently, guys, he
Yeah,
died
well,
at the age of
if you say
74.
so, I guess.
But the reason why, the reason why
All right.
is because of stupid
I leave
COVID.
command
So
of the Gold Dust
basically, guys, his
Cap in
ass
your
died
hands.
coming out of
You've got nothing to
COVID-19.
worry about, Kisara.
Ryan
But you're
Denzel
both
took
proud.
the bad news involving Steve Wilhite, involving
it's time to go.
him passing
good
away
care of
coming out of
Zare for
COVID.
me.
I think earlier this
All right,
morning.
Mikhail?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
I'm about to look into this article right now. So Ryan Denzel had this article as well, pretty much earlier this morning. So, and I quote. Now, according to Ryan Denzel, guys, Stephen Wilhite, the computer scientist who created the GIF, apparently, guys, he died at the age of 74 following a battle with COVID. He passed away on March 14th, not too long ago, but after last week. During the previous week on the 14th. Surrounded
Did
by
you call to
family.
say goodbye?
And also, guys, his wife, Kathleen,
Actually,
told the
I
Verge
was
that
wondering if you
even
could
with
use
all
another
his
companion.
accomplishments, he remained a very humble, kind, and good man.
We certainly don't
But
mind you
Wilhite,
coming
guys,
along.
won
We
a
just figured you'd stay
Webby
behind and
Lifetime
help
Achievement
rebuild.
Award for his pioneering work.
I thought much the same thing. However,
Oh, good morning,
in the
North. How you
end,
doing?
Something changed my mind.
Well, as long as
Ever
you
since we
you
all
said hi,
died,
that's good.
I've been thinking a lot.
What kind of video
did
did you just edit or
What I should have
edit?
done differently.
Did you edit a video?
know,
What kind
that
of
sort of
video
thing.
did you do?
It's true that our dream of coexistence
North.
saved
By the way,
many
good
Danon
morning.
lives,
By the way,
But we
so
were naive and
so basically,
short-sighted.
guys, the first time
I
and
was so
only
wrapped up in
time
my idea of how
that
things
Wilhite
should
has
be
ever made
that I didn't see the
GIF, it
problems
stands
that
for
existed
Graphics
right in front
Entertained
of us.
Format,
I
was
thought
way
we'd be
back in the
living in utopia.
1980s. So
And so I never
he was
bothered
like in
to
his
look too far.
mid-40s when he started GIF.
I chose to be ignorant.
But here's the thing, guys, about this
and
article.
because of that,
Though,
because of me,
back at the time, he was also working
Your fault, Kisara.
computer.
perhaps you're right.
Now, Wilhite worked on a
It was
project
me he
at
entrusted
home
this
and only
dream
brought
to.
in it into
I
work
learned that
after
nothing in this life is
perfecting
or
it,
gained without
and his wife
sacrifice.
said this was his greatest achievement.
You know that?
Thousands took to
just
Twitter
have
to
to
honor
figure
Will
out what
Hyde,
else
guys,
I don't.
acknowledging that the internet would not be what it is
Some
today
choice.
without his influence.
And hopefully I
And
can
one comment
continue
on
to
his
protect
obituary
Elder
page, guys, that
Menacia from
reads,
outside the dream world. For the sake
I'll
of
double
those
check
still
that right
inside.
now. Hold on. I'm gonna stay away from the hotspot field.
And here I thought you joined.
Hey, what's
for
up,
an
Joanna?
opportunity
Good
on
morning.
my
How are
life.
you? Welcome back to the live chat.
Clapping hands, clapping hands.
I truly am.
So basically, guys, I
I don't
went on to
blame
say,
you for
you
what
changed the
happened.
way we converse as a
But I
society,
must also leave your service.
and immortalize
No
countless
longer will I be
moments that would
defined by
otherwise be
protecting
fleeting.
a Renin lord. From now on, when I fight,
Now, in this,
I
guys,
fight
you're
to
cementing
protect
your
my
legacy as a pioneer
all
of
I
modern
ask
communication.
is that you do your part.
As you guys can see,
that you
Stephen
fight
Wilhite,
alongside me.
Rexy joined
coming out of earlier this morning, the only one
But for
that
those
created
that
the
still
IF.
do,
He
don't
died
worry.
earlier today, guys, at the age of 72 or
I
74.
understand.
As
I'm
he
no
may,
longer a
as
lord
he,
anyway.
as we pray and pray, may he rest in peace, and
this
thank you
crew
for
just
everything
gets
you
bigger
worked
and
so
bigger.
hard to give
All
to
right,
us.
where to, team?
He passed away last week, guys, on March 14th, prior to
Unique
damn
from Mahat
COVID-19.
Sar, the Valley of the Four
Sorry, this
Winds.
COVID-19 does not want to go away. So Will High, guys, was 74. I mean, since he started ZIF since the very beginning, you know, did one of you guys know about this? Did you guys know about this man? The one that started ZIF the first time? Well, guys, we also have a new recipe called Ganutsi. Now, the thing about this recipe, guys, it's a round, springy dumplings that's combined potatoes and flour, with some creamy sauce on top of it. Makes it for a scrumptious, let's see. We also have a new recipe called leaf wrapped fish. Now this one, guys, it's cooked by grilled fish inside of a large leaf. Opening it up reveals a tender fish as a scent of the leaf wafts through the air. We also have a new skill panel, guys. It goes to Alphen, Comrades, and Freedom. AZ as well, 442. Now we want to go Magag Sar. That's the word that it is. But sorry, guys, Wilhelm was 74. Coming out of earlier this morning. Keep a look on that poll, guys. Let's see what else we have. We already talked about the Steam Deck. I mean, it's usually sad for a lot of people here in the United States and the United Kingdom. Now, Wilhelm was 74. That's why I got 74. Well, if I had to guess who else is 74, I'm not sure if Christopher Lloyd is also that same age or not. But he's the only one that's ever made ZIF the way it is, compared to graphics. Alright, guys, we've done enough news this morning. Got about 9 to 10 likes. Remember, guys, like, support, comment, and follow. If you guys have not given it a thumbs up. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect. This is the key. Also, guys, now it's just powered by staying positive and loyal. My stats, guys, are my highest likes is 237. My highest views is 120. My mods are 267 now. As we talk to this one guy for a mini quest real quick. His name is Gordino or Gordino or something.
What's wrong?
I was like, hey, are you okay? Wait, you're that foodie we ran into before, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, why? Hello there, Blazing Sword. I haven't seen you since we were in Celodia. Needless to say, actually him hungry, to be honest. Again? Log, give the man some of those mushrooms you just picked out already. You never learn anything, do you? Just what sort of red fungus are you trying to stuff down towards me and also in my throat? I don't know. I think they're pretty good.
How?
Well, I wish I'd said go unfounded codes, my boy. Anyway, that's besides the point. I'm here to Vincent on important mission, or maybe like an important business. Through a careful investigation and some sneaking around, I honestly acquired a top secret recipe from none other than the palace itself. However, I'm short on ingredients, but here's the thing. I could ask you all to procure what I need once more. Pretty much in particular.
Huh?
Back up a little. What was that you said about sneaking around? Well, before I answer that, tell me. Do you guys honestly enjoy meat? Hell yeah, I do. Who does not like meat? Well, the recipe I pilfered is none other than for beef stew. I first made this, that's all about its meat. Now, beef stew is a good recipe, guys. Now, beef stew is where you pretty much have any sort of meat that's prepared as kind of like beef, any roast beef or anything.
Hey.
So, you did steal the recipe, is that what you're saying? So what if I did? Who cares? Now, what do you say? Will you gather what I need, or not? Alphen, I picture this guy's breaking the law or something about the recipe. He only covered a recipe from the palace. I don't think that quite makes him a criminal, or such thing. Precisely. I simply took what I learned from those snake eyes back in that location called Celodia, and put it to use in the name of the fine cuisine. Am I hearing this? Really hearing this? What I need is meat and potatoes, as well as mushrooms and also tomatoes. You'll get those for me, won't you?
Got it.
Or Alvin's like, alright, we'll be back with those ingredients.
Yes.
From what I understand, there's honestly a ranch somewhere here in LD Menencia. You should see what you guys can find there.
Huh?
If you already knew there's a ranch here, why don't you just try to hopefully visit it yourself? Because I can't well try to sneak off with a cow. On my own cow, can I?
Hey.
Who said anything about stealing a cow? I'm kidding, boy. I'm really too hungry to be walking around right now. Don't take too long now. So, he wants us to find some sort of supplies between most of the four. Potatoes, and also two
Why are we
others.
humoring this old man again?
Because there's no way I'm passing up a top secret palace recipe.
So we want to look at some sort of recipe. Well, we'll get to that recipe in a different time. Well, did we go through the side mission on pretty much on this outside the palace or something? Hold on, let me double check if what the recipe would be, or what it should be in hand. If you guys have not given it a give yourselves a thumbs up. Then we guys like, support, comment, and follow. If you have an account on Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, or Instagram. Remember guys, like, support, comment, and follow. My stuff has been pretty good right now. As far as Grandia goes, so I want to buy the game back. After the price got up and down. Set. I guess I'll buy Grandia back. Since I obviously, well, I got my refund back from Steam, and the reason why I could not control is because, well, I accidentally put a full screen instead of a fucking normal size screen. So, I officially got back Grandia. So I better do something in return this time. Whoever else is more thick or any other normal resilience. I just hope it's not carrying anything else for it. Let's plan to install a little bit. And that's only coming out of Steam, guys, for sure. I'm gonna double check on time right now. Well, guys, we have another 10-15 minutes. It should be okay. Okay, let's see. Well, yeah, we were going to see if we can get this other mini quest real quick. Since this one guy wants us to see if there's any recipes we can bring for beef stew. I mean, beef stew is not that bad of a variety. Let's see. Double checking the other. So we want pretty much 2 times the beef. What I don't think there's any of them in the training grounds. Somewhere in the areas. Evolving the recipe. Anything else providing? So it would have to be some sort of thing coming out of the ranch. So the ranch would be right there, guys. So I'm thinking the only thing we need is something that's simple.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's.
I don't think there's anybody behind
us.
us. For so. Okay, alright guys, let's see what else we can maybe invest in. But it's always a good way to always have plenty of relaxation. Relaxation, positive and loyal opportunities for so. Double checking the others. I'll also bring this one image up towards my future Ganutsi as well. So yeah, guys, I just call Grandia back. Just want to make sure if we're back to where we are. To make sure it's not going to be in the can or some sort of or something else for sure. Guess I can go back to the library just to make sure. Even though I played a little bit, guys, I mean, I think I did beat Grandia in the past. But it's officially been a while. Coming out of a PS1 classic. Well, guys, the thing about the recipe, let's see if we can go back to the highway. As far as the SP goes, hold on, let me double check. No. Look at Sarah's at 452, but you look at the part of it that we have, guys. We have 6 in total now, and that's pretty much fantastic. I started out with 2 party members only, and that would be the 2 main characters, Sinone and Alphen, formerly known as Iron Mask. So now, it's back to where we're pretty much back to where we are.
I think Hoodle senses something.
And it is. We're finally back in the area. So I'm gonna see if I can bring something up here really fast. I bring up Randy on the board. Yep, Grandy is back in. Okay, good. I just want to always make sure since I already bought it back, so there's no turning back this time. You guys can vote a bit more on that poll. Go at 9 to 10 likes. Popularity's been pretty good. Uploads have been fantastic in my 5 years and counting. But coming up on July 30th, guys, of this year, it'll be 6 years. But the next couple months, on the 24th of June, I'll be 29, and it's also my Love Night's 5-year anniversary too. The first 5 in hand. It's the youngest couple of all time. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go through inside this ranch, see if we can do something with beef. Well, we did go on to state that there could be some beef here somewhere. Or likely anything else we can bring towards. Well, we haven't done anything between animals though. Well, guys, ingredients obtained. We got 5 chicken. But as far as the livestock goes, I'll do. Well, I don't think we're going to do that mission. I think hopefully for quite some time. Even if we try to recover beef, any kind of beef, that's probably good meat. So whatever else it should be going through. We haven't done the other quests like this yet. We can talk to this guy real quick. I guess we're looking at a royal guard, talking with this one young guy, or pretty much young male. He goes on to say, I understand your concern, sir. Well, we've got our hands full with other matters. We'll try to take care of that as soon as we can get to it. But we do appreciate your patience.
Hey!
As soon as we can. I can't afford to wait. Don't you understand? Everybody's going to be in deep trouble if we do not get on this.
What's wrong?
And then Alvin and Law come right in. Goes on to say, what's the problem? Sounds like we're dealing with a serious situation here. Anything else in hand? Huh? You could say that. But farming equipments were all ruined. A band of Zungles are behind it. The pesky vermins. They're using Earth astral energy, or whatever you call it, and making the metal on my equipment that are rusted up.
Why is this happening?
And I cannot fix rusted equipment. But how am I supposed to harvest my corpse now?
Huh?
If it's not Zungles you're dealing with, can the Renans here scale them off? Those ones are untamed. Even the Renans are hopeless to do anything about them.
Damn it.
If something ain't done soon, the yield of my fields is going to be worse than awful. Pretty much below average too, guys, in this group. Menencia might be doing well these days, but that's on the farmers, like me, who help maintain our food supplies.
I guess.
I can definitely understand why this could be a big problem, but yeah. I know what it's like to have to deal without food. You do too, right, Law? Yeah, things get pretty miserable when you try to go hungry or get something to have in hunger. I'm sure plenty of people in this realm remember what it's like to all too well, but I do not want to have to see them suffer through that again. I guess we can lend a hand, guys. Say, why don't you let us take care of these Zungles for you? We cannot just stand by and let people starve to death.
What the?
What? You do that? You're a little lifesaver. I just hate that guard and armored soldiers aren't handling it like they should. I mean, you're pretty much right about that too.
Yeah.
When people's ability to eat is at stake, you can't just sit around waiting for people to act. Law is correct, guys. It's like people can have anything as long as they do not die in hunger. I mean, my point wants me to always have something in my system. If I haven't had anything in between, or anything that can always fill up between health, anything towards the system, that's pretty much what it pretty much establishes. But yeah, we have the mission right now is getting rusty. Don't know if we're going to get to that right now. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we'll probably, well,
Do Zugles just go
well, after I'm done
anything
this
that
afternoon,
looks
I should be back
like
probably
farming
this
equipment?
afternoon. So guys, I should be back this afternoon for, okay, we want to defeat Earth and Mass. So it has to be right over in this area.
Let's just focus on ensuring they don't make matters any worse.
By the way,
Dun, dun, dun,
why
dun,
do you
dun,
keep looking
dun,
over
dun,
yourself?
Huh?
Let me quickly check, guys, really fast. So really, it all depends. But that one boss that we did take on earlier today, guys, was not that hard. We actually beat him right when we wanted him. Like guys, I'm gonna go fast travel over here. We'll probably do that side quest probably tomorrow, and see what else. We can also see what else. We're gonna have much more to take part in for the story. I mean, the story's been really good right now. Okay, there we go, guys. We always want to make sure if there's anything in the ground up. Alright, guys, let me double check if there's something else with SP. Okay, Alvin's at 442. I'll keep him right where he's at with SP. Sanone's at 496. I will give it that bonus damage, guys, for the increased alignment. Evolving damage dealt to enemies with physical alignments. We'll give her that for sure. Ring was at 343. She does not need anything else at this point. 460 for law. I'll do... Let's go with 390, guys, for increased awakening attack. So we'll get that a little more further for law. So that's good enough for him. Okay, Stelheim's at 762. He's a nice addition right now. Since we recruited him earlier this morning. I will do Air Presser. And keep that 402 for him. And then Kaseragon's at 452. I guess I could probably give her Near Death Defense and Elemental Defense. So it should be good to go for this morning and also for today. But, alright guys. That's gonna be a wrap for me this morning. If I had to guess, guys, I should be back this afternoon. Same time, same channel for Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai's been doing so well, but I'm almost done with the game itself. But GameStop won't be until next week. So next stream will probably be this afternoon, and then you guys will also be having a new episode most likely another episode of Tales Rise tomorrow morning too. But if anything adds up this afternoon, if I'm not doing Cobra Kai, or not, I'll keep you guys posted on the app since my opponent wants me to come over tonight, pretty much a little after 5 for a couple hours. I'm not sure what's going on after that tonight, but there might be a couple ideas that are floating around or anything else I can bring to our attention in this one big community and also one big family. But if you guys want to catch more Tales of Arise every Thursday and Fridays, Tales of Arise has been doing so good. Popular has been awesome for 5 years on my schedule. I pretty much have some pretty good control thanks to you guys. My mods are at 267. But you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. As always, love, support, and respect is always the key. And also knowledge is power. By also visualizing and not attacking, but staying right where we're at. Remember guys, nobody's perfect, and violence will never solve anything. As long as we think positive and loyal, as good as we can. It's one big community, and one big family together. That's like what we'll find, guys. New family members, new friends. Anytime we manage to pretty much know a little bit more about ourselves, and pretty much acknowledge each other as good as we can as one big group and also one big family by authorizing everybody else to come in or expand. But if you guys have an account on Twitter, the name is ZachDawson824-65600. Anytime you manage to follow somebody and and tweet somebody out, you're pretty much hoping for a miracle that the same person can do the same thing for you. But whatever how long you guys been on Twitter for, you can ask me how long I've been on. For me, 3 years. You two, 5 years. Walmart, 5 years. Beloved and I, 17, 19 on a Thursday morning. Well, that's no desperate times, but it's pretty good as a young couple. And we always are, we always will be by the time we get married in the future. But we're prepared and we're ready to go to make some good stuff happen once we get to that. Guys, can tell me your name and your numbers. How long you guys been on Twitter? The same thing that I also authorized earlier this morning for you. But yeah, guys, my numbers on my Twitter is ZachDawson824-65600. If you guys have an account on Reddit, the only person I have is Kevin. He's awesome, aka TuberChat. And also check me out on the current apps, not just Reddit, guys, but also Twitter and Instagram. As always, guys, we can always make a count. And do not pass away, but you know what you're doing, and that's extremely good for you. Whatever stuff you like to do on your channels. And also our channel descriptions, if we have something else to bring. Well, one big whole family that gathers around, and doing anything that's more comfortable of what not just what I have, but you guys have too. But guys, to check out Kevin every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. Live streams every time. Running almost 24/7. and Sony's Getaway Monday through Saturdays. It is good to see her back from vacation earlier this week, and yeah. She's awesome, she's talented, she's funny, she's a sweetheart. You guys will love her in this community. Nobody else like Sony's Getaway that can bring a smile. Same with Sassy, Kapower TV, Sassy Siblings as a parent, and so much more, guys. But alright, stay positive and loyal, and as always, love, support, and respect is the key, and also knowledge is power. But the very most important thing is we watch videos in full, like, support, comment, increasing watch time. You guys can send me on, tweet me on the current apps, and you guys can vote to land at 38, and the Great Solomon at 14. But that's gonna be a wrap for me this morning, guys. I'm hoping I come back this afternoon for Cobra Kai. But my opponent wants me to come over pretty much early, between 5:15 or 5:30 to watch Star Wars tonight. But if I do stream this afternoon, I should be back tomorrow morning as well. I'm off till Sunday, so I'm off 3 days every week. That's the awesome commentator. Myself has been really good by far, guys, but we have to keep going and keep going by expanding to bring more people in. As long as we know how to like, support, comment, and follow. Anything about our videos, anything else about our channels. But we'll do just that for you guys. It's one big family. But alright, guys, I should be back this afternoon for Cobra Kai. I don't think it's going to be the finale until maybe next week, if I had to guess. So, but alright, guys, have a wonderful. There we go. Guys, have a wonderful Thursday morning, and as always, stay positive and loyal. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Love, support, and respect is the key, and knowledge is power. From your nicest, but the most awesome commentator. Guys, have a wonderful Thursday morning. I'll see you guys this afternoon, hopefully, for Cobra Kai. If anything adds up, we can wait until tomorrow morning for another episode of this game, if you want. But have a wonderful Thursday morning, guys, and I will see you guys